blast some of those mute jammers, and now they're starting to look onto the downstairs. A minute and 45 seconds left, and the hammer starts getting swung. Great timing by LikEfac with a dirty angle. A bit of an unlucky bit of time, but also great timing by BDS for Mello to get caught out there. He was up on the counter to avoid this C4 coming through, but still gets caught by it, so great timing as June drops in, finds Shaiiko, but immediately traded out there by Renshiro. Grizzly back on the other side into a 3 versus 2 for BDS. Maybe a little bit closer than it should be. No longer a 3v1, and Grizzly's got it all to do. BDS to close it out, and BDS with a very comfortable round 1, Tim.
Very comfortable indeed.
But here comes the push in. 3 of them also coming in through the breach. They're looking for what they can find. Fires out some shots, but can't quite find his man. UUNO looking for the same. Coming in towards the showers, but gets hosed down on the reverse as well. BDS winning that one out. And a 3 versus 2 once again for BDS. This time, though, with about an extra 45 seconds on the clock, means this is salvageable for Heroic, with Grizzly finding one more. It was BDS who turned it into a 3v1 in the last round. Here he loses out, and it becomes a 2v2.
Grizzly is another one of those Renshiro style characters for me that is going to go in there and get important kills. He gets himself one down, and BDS are likely to be able to win this one out. Doom, he does manage to secure that plant though. He's now working against the odds in terms of man count, but he does have the clock on his side. Finds himself one. Can he secure the 1v2? He hits the flick but can't find the kill. Just going back and forth. 19 seconds left to go, and Doom is playing this absolutely beautifully. Just keeping himself slippery here. Just won't be nailed down. He knows that he has to make the challenge. Finds his kill.
They haven't changed up their lineup here at all, so they've still got the Kaid on side, for example. But here it comes. They're straight in towards Shaiiko's spot here. Doom has just said hell for leather. Let's go straight for it, boys. They pull down 3, and it's already a 4 versus 2. They've broken the back of BDS, and Doom brings it to a 4 versus 1. What a round coming out from Heroic as the Lems is left floundering. Full flashed against Mello. Loses it out, and that was a very different story to the previous round. We've seen a few creative defenses, but it's not really picked all that much, as there hasn't really become an established go-to way of defending that site or adapting around it. Teams are still, dare I say, figuring it out after all this time, or just completely ignoring it altogether. Renshiro's in though, finds UUNO, turns into a quick second for BDS here. Already this defense going much better than the last one.
He's going to start opening up those vertical angles, take out the default cam, all the usual stuff that we would expect from the attackers here. 1:30 to go! Beautiful nitro from LikEfac, and Renshiro finds one along the way, and what a response from BDS with a flawless round. I would expect, and Shaiiko once again has got himself into Shaiiko's spot. He's going for it. He's had a quiet game so far, Des, and you can just see that he wants to put a bit of a spark into proceedings, and there's the spark.
He does it every single time. It was like when Aces, back when he was on Rogue, always used to swing out onto spawn with an SMG when the CC breach was opened up.
Just dashing in, just getting aggressive, going at each other, and I am here for it. This could be back-to-back flawless rounds for BDS.
June was completely occupied by the C4 that came out of Jim window, which meant Shaiiko, it was a beautifully timed play. I'll give him that 100%, but he was basically free to find a kill on the step out there as well.
He's got Shaiiko on the hunt at the minute. I'm not sure June's aware that he's behind him, but it's going to be Lems that will ultimately find him from the kitchen, and that is going to put BDS back in the lead. We're going to have BDS go in for the trick on the Selma. He's not likely to get it. He's going to find himself cut down quite easily with a nade from, I think it was below there. June managing to find his man, and that is a good start for Heroic on this site once again.
Absolutely good start. One of the main stairs here as well. Could find themselves another one. Yes, they do. 2 nade kills to start the round. Good stuff coming out of Heroic. So this again could prove to be one of the weaker points of the BDS half. In fact, every round they lose will have been on this site. Benja one more up main stairs. Only 2 remaining, Tim. It looks to be a 3-3 split.
So it does, and it will be, as Grizzly manages to find Shaiiko just after he takes away the flawless round from Heroic. They've got the jacuzzi wall open. They've sort of foregone CCTV a little bit. They've left LikEfac out there, but LikEfac's going to do the work, Des. He's going to cut down 2 of them.
But he's very much locked inside a lodger here with nothing but a hope and a prayer on his side. BDS have control of the site. LikEfac into a triple water hero he has been, as there's one left. It's June coming up main stairs, and Shaiiko's going to find himself downed out, unsurprising, on 5 HP, as June's cut off at the bottom of the stairs. What a clinical round by BDS, Tim.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful from them.
But LikEfac removed that barbed wire on main stairs without any kind of punishment here. Melo once again going down on this mirror. You're asking questions at this point, Sim, because he needs to be the one that's safe in behind a mirror window making use of it, but twice now he's been caught out with barely so much as a whisper. Shaiiko also bringing down Benja, a 4 versus 2, and BDS are in exactly the same spot once again, where they have all the power, all the control, all the say as to how this round will end. Lem's on the long-range angle, Joom left alone against 4.
Again, like another round with a little bit of overconfidence on this gym and bedroom site. We saw BDS fall foul of it, and we've seen now Heroic fall foul of it. The diffuser was going down, but they couldn't even find the kill onto Renshiro. Stood on highway, manages to find his man inside of CCTV. Find it's going to be 5 versus 4 now as BDS soften up Joom as well. We can see him on very low health. Renshiro onto Grizzly. Joom with a beautiful little angle up onto the kitchen hatch, but I don't think he's going to find his man. Takes a couple of nibbles there, but can't get into position. Benja does manage to find the kill though, but Breeder, he's going to get that diffuser down. It is secured. The plant is there, and Heroic now find themselves on a retake in a 2 versus 4. Melo, he gets one as he steps into short. He's going to dip himself back, just trying to use that machine pistol to level the playing field here, but no, cut down by Shaiiko and Renshiro, and BDS send themselves on to map point. Not too much of a concern about the utility in sight from BDS, as they were happy for Lems to just keep driving that Twitch drone in. He didn't find anything that he wanted to take out, so we'll just try and get some information, and the information did its job as Lems manages to find UUNO, who still remains on 0 kills at the minute, but they're not going to, and they might just rue that decision actually, as I was pointing it out, the Twitch drone not going in and taking utility out, instead being lost trying to gather information. They will lose a life to a Capcan trap. Joom manages to find a Lems as well, and Heroic find themselves on the defense, I think for the first time, at a man advantage.
They've had a Lem sat at the bottom of main challenge from 2 angles. Not really the ideal spots for them to get themselves into, and Heroic are capitalising, which is what you want to see. They have crushed BDS on this push forwards, and sure, LikEfac has managed to find himself 2 coming in, but there's always one more waiting when 3 are left standing. I don't want to chalk it up to being amazing play strictly by Heroic.
Joom onto Lems, nice headshot. LikEfac takes his chance but misses it. He was in the perfect position, and Joom manages to shut it down. Heroic, they're going to need those heroic plays from individuals like Joom. Benja manages to find Renshiro, 5 versus 2. Are we seeing a serious shift in momentum here, Des, as they manage to just push themselves through what looks like another successful round?
What a start to the round these two have had. There's a shield in front of him. There's a player off towards his right. It's a horrible crossfire. These are the things that I was speaking about that Heroic were kind of missing. They were giving away players for free, whereas here they've set themselves up. Grizzly goes down from the nade. I'm pretty sure they know about it as well, but they've still got to do the dance around this shield, and we all know it ain't too easy to predict exactly where a player is going to pop up from. Still looking to find his man, though, as we get towards these last 70 seconds.
Breeder sort of searching, seeking, can't find his man up on the top floor, takes out the Banshee. Effectively a 2 versus 3. It could have been a 2 versus 2, but Melo manages to cut down Shaiiko. The danger that he's got is there's still men above, and he knows that. I think he's got a good idea as to Joom's location. Gonna look for himself to get the kill, manages to find it, 1v2, but 17 seconds left to go on 1 above. This is difficult for Breeder.
Planting on the stairs as well, something a little bit different for you, not quite in direct view, but in comes the drop, and Melo gets there first, finds Breeder out. This round I actually think was fairly balanced between the two teams, truthfully, Tim. I feel like BDS have lost it in equal measures that Heroic have won it.
Renshiro just on the reflex peak, but he will hit the alibi prisma, which gives a little bit of information. How does UUNO lose that? LikEfac just walks in and gets a double, and that is exactly what was missing last round, Des. You picked up on it. BDS sort of lost the round by not picking up those opportunities, but this time LikEfac, he doesn't need asking twice, but what a shot! What a shot from Joom across the map!
He knows that the Vector's meant to have recall, right? Shaiiko stepping into one more, finds Grizzly. A 4v2 ensues with still 90 seconds to play on the clock. It's a lot of time for BDS. There's one on main stairs. It's Joom playing on the mirror. The third challenger playing this operator, but no! Doesn't know about the one player left deep. It's another 3k for LikEfac in this game as Melo is left standing against them all. Jumps out for one, but straight into a Claymore. BDS will take that first map by a hair, though, at 7 and 5, and who knows what Skyscraper will will hold. Well, Shaiiko's already found one through the door. Melo's now the second one lining up, and Shaiiko sees him first as well. It's far too easy. Finally, Doom does bleed out on the downstairs, and again, BDS has just said, hey, we'll let you guys get aggressive into us. We've got absolutely no issue with that.
LikEfac just moving up the drummer stairs, going to look to try and get aggressive.
Too easy.
Renshiro and Shaiiko are going to take out the final two, and that is, as you said, Des, far too easy.
And even here, they know exactly where Doom is. They've seen him go running through past the drone. Oh my goodness, Doom! I mean, all right, that's one way of saying slow down. Nearly goes for his second man as well, takes a few points of damage, but what a spin from him onto the window. So Heroic can play the patient game and lose men slowly. They can try and push more aggressively and lose them quickly. It's just so difficult right now to stop them. How do you even win like that when he can get... Oh! I'm infuriated for Heroic. It's so frustrating just seeing BDS win gunfight after gunfight like that.
But Melo does find one full in the face as well, and will be white flashed as Brede manages to get this plant down almost certainly, unless the kill comes in before he secures it. Grizzly, he's trying to fight back through the gold bars there. Can't see his man on the long angle, and right now in a retake 1v3, nothing is going to be easy for Grizzly.
I just think it's so beautiful. Again, it's the kind of thing that Fresh was talking about on the telestrator. LikEfac goes, look, you guys have got so much control here on the north side already. There's 2 or 3 you're pushing. I'm going to rotate down towards the south. Push on drum side. You got UUNO trying to backstab up a little bit as well. He could be here in the perfect time as the jump out comes through. Renshiro finds one though, and they can't get anything. So how the hell has it come to a 2v1 pinch and still the one player finds one back?
It was. Renshiro's done his work for the round, even if he gets taken out here. LikEfac just looks away at the wrong time. He knows that he's coming. He's going to spray the softball, but he can't find his man. He's just trying to hold that long angle. He's trying to protect Renshiro, use him, bait him, try and just get anything he can out of this situation. But Ben just says, not today. I'm going to take one. I'm going to take two. Beautiful play from Benja.
Get it opened up, really make Ben just sweat because he can't really hold a position in there, and that's where maybe you get the kill and can get your man up for free. LLMs though is in, finds Melo, pops his head up at the perfect time, but can't find the kill.
Should have a good idea of where Brede is pushing at the minute. Going to try to use that Selma charge just to try and mask the sound of the diffuser going down. Could be a smart play here, but he actually comes off it, knows that there's one up high, but he's going to be cut down from low. It's Doom who finds that final kill, and that is going to be Heroic taking the first round. But again, it is those margins. Now then, Shaiiko, he hears Doom coming from a mile away and cuts down the Oryx on black stairs. Beautiful start for BDS, and what a beauty of a second. How does he know that Grizzly's there? This man has a sixth sense.
The second one was down to that pure intuition though that there might be a second player holding on the upstairs. Makes it a third in the round as well. Benja steps forward, at least starts to equalize the scoring, but they've lost 3. Brede into one more. Melo, he's not had the best series so far, Tim, and I would not want to be him sat in a 1 versus 4 right now. Shaiiko's nade star coming through. They know where the man is. Does Shaiiko want his 4K? Yes, he does, but it's LMs that takes it away. BDS with round 4 in the bag.
I think just wanting to take some utility down. The bullets came in from Melo, and that let him know that the man was there. LikEfac had the opportunity, but didn't take his shot. And Melo able to find himself a kill. He's going to juice himself back up on a salvation station in sight, and all of a sudden, we're in a 3 versus 3 here as Doom shuts down Brede. Lems is down. It's 2v3. Renshiro low health. This is not ideal for BDS.
It's not, absolutely, but the problem is Shaiiko's on an absolute tear. 9-1 in the map. Can he keep on things going and find any more for himself? Sees one man, but doesn't aware the one to the right. And there's the closeout you were looking for. It wasn't C4 that downed the Lems there. For the start of it, I actually thought BDS were in really good control again.
LikEfac's going to use the light screen to move on in there. Just going to be looking to get inside of the map with the sense here, but it's the Capcan traps. Not enough droning coming in. We've seen that a couple of times now from BDS, just missing out on those Capcan traps, and kills rain in one after another from Heroic, leaving Renshiro in a 1v5, 1v4, 1v3, surely not a 1v2. Gets himself a couple of quick kills, which are important. 1v2. This is on the cards here, Des. He's got 1 minute 10. He's got all the time in the world. He's got the diffuser. They're just waiting for that sound cue. The bullets start raining in. He's going to stick it here, Des. He's going to stick it. He's going to come away, and now he can fight, but you can see the crossfire that he's in the middle of. They find the kill. It's Benja who cuts him down. What an effort from Renshiro. UUNO, he's going to get himself onto the Blackbeard. Maybe that's going to give him the opportunity to find a couple of kills. He's on the karaoke window. Brede is going to take some damage there. Lem's pushing through now. Shaiiko. Oh, even the shield wasn't enough to keep UUNO alive. 0 and 16 he goes as 2 kills come in for BDS, and you've really got to start feeling for the IGL of Heroic Mellow with a beautiful angle.
Kind of hurt themselves out a bit here. They're hoping the smokes are enough, but they're nowhere near enough. They do get the cross in, and how on earth have they not picked these two off? They've already found one, but June could be the butcher of box. No, he's left himself in a 1 versus 2. Can't even find the one. It's a shotgun spin for Brede. Diffuse coming in for BDS.
The first 2 were just to burn any utility that would have been in the way, any of those ADSs. Renshiro battling through the drone hole. BDS are looking good here though, Des, because the 6th man is active. The time is ticking down. The clock could win it for them. Brede takes 1 challenge, gets a kill, but can't find the second. It's going to be 3 versus 3 as LikEfac trades out Grizzly, and that leaves us now in a position where Heroic are panicking. They're pushing, they're trying to find something, trying to find anything, but there's nothing for them as kill after kill comes in for BDS, and the time ticks down.
60 seconds in, BDS are normally back on site. Here they are really committing hard to this top floor hold, arguably because it is more essential, it's Mellow, to get the opener onto a Lems.
BDS just showing a mastery of being able to hold on to certain key positions to prevent Heroic getting what they need. Shaiiko out of the window manages to take UUNO down.
It's been Shaiiko both on Clubhouse construction window and also here on Skyscraper making those kind of plays. So fair play to him for that at the very least. Brede into 1 onto Doom.
The explosion of the soft breach charge there, just opening up the floor. Completely stuck at the minute. LikEfac, but that's one way out of it, Des. You just fight your way out of it. Knows that he's being challenged from the bottom of Black Stairs. Grizzly manages to find Renshiro. Can LikEfac find a second? He can't be allowed to do this, Des. He just needs to hold his position now. Don't get carried away. He knows that the last man's there. He's going to take almost all of Grizzly's health, and as the push comes in through the single door, will it be LikEfac? Yes, it will. BDS go onto map and match point. They've stalled. They've got Grizzly on karaoke window. They're trying to work an angle. They're trying to work a method to try and get inside his side, but Shaiko's having none of it. He gets 1, he gets 2. His day is not complete yet. You just know that there's more coming from him. Grizzly's going to have to get inside to try and support Mellow on the Monty, but this is almost certainly now BDS's moment. Shaiiko, he's going to get himself another as he completely bullies the Monty, but he can't find the last. No, it will be that man LikEfac once again as BDS close things out, and they take the win to find themselves in the EUL League final tomorrow against M&M.